What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ray. Today we got Aurora, the full Runaway video where she's explaining her lyrics. So it's called Official Lyrics and Meaning Verified. Let's get into it.
It's actually the second song I ever wrote, and it's the most fantastic thing that as I grew older, Runaway have just made more and more sense to me and felt closer and closer to my heart. It is really surprising to me that Runaway is still kind of living its best life out there in the world. I can feel that I'm grateful that people have let Runaway into their hearts. I think that's very sweet. And I've always felt like my music it's much bigger than me. I think Runaway is one of the many examples of that the music just lives on and they live on after I'm gone, and that gives me also peace in my life, that I know that it will still exist when I'm not here. I was listening to the ocean. I saw a face in the sand. When I first started writing music, my grandest source of inspiration was nature, because it's so humble and dangerous at the same time, and so small and so big. It's just so complex and beautiful, and I love her so much. By my piano there is a window, and outside of that window there is the ocean, and I thought that it seemed so big and overwhelming. I thought, when you miss someone that is gone, the ocean can both bring comfort but also kind of emptiness. But when I picked it up, then it vanished away from my hands. When you miss someone so badly and you wish that they were still here on this earth, you kind of see their face and everything. And it's
Very, very true. Very true. I ain't gonna lie, there's not a day that goes by and I don't think about my brother that passed away. That's been about a good... How long ago was that? Almost 10 years ago. 2014.
kind of frightening, but also kind of nice. You know that they're not there, and you try to hold them and stroke them on the cheek, but you can't because they're not there. I had a dream I was 7, climbing my way in a tree. I saw a piece of heaven waiting in patience for me. Throughout my life, I've been very obsessed with death. It makes everything kind of meaningless, but also it makes everything meaningful. All your mistakes should be meaningless because we're gonna die anyway. And all your accomplishments and everyone you love, that should be meaningful because it might disappear one day. So it depends how you look
I agree with that.
at it, I guess. I loved climbing in trees because they're just the most majestic beings. And I was climbing it, and one of the branches broke, and I almost fell. And then I thought in my head that, oh, that was a bit fun. But also, I could have... what if I fell down and died and I was just gone? I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. That I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? Was kind of about accepting all of this. If I ran fast enough and far enough, I might just run off the world and run all the way to the moon and then beyond. And I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive and I can't complain. And I was dancing in the rain is also then an even more clear image of the fact that you're embracing and accepting the darkness as a part of life. Because the sooner you do that in life, I think the happier you can get, when you just accept that sometimes it's just shit and sometimes it's not shit at all.
That's true. I agree with that 100%. But I'd say life becomes a lot easier whenever you just accept that some days you're gonna have bad days, but you gotta smile through them anyways. That's how I look at that.
But no, take me home where I belong. I can't take it anymore. Home is definitely the one place where you can go and mend yourself and fill whatever space used to be empty and fix whatever thing inside you was broken. It doesn't need to be a place or the family you were born into. It can be anywhere and whoever. I was painting a picture. The picture was a painting of you. And for a moment I thought you were here, but then again it wasn't true. The difference of the two images for me, with the one finding a face in the sand and then painting a picture of someone, it's kind of two different phases of missing somebody. Because in the first verse, you kind of just see them there. You see their face appear everywhere, and you know they're not there. But in the second verse, I'm kind of trying desperately in my own hands to manifest the face myself. And all this time I have been lying, lying in secret to myself. I've been putting sorrow on the farthest place on my shelf. Da-dee-da. The one.
It sounds so good, like the live version and also this right here in general, and also the audio version, like the official audio. Sounds good either way. And yesterday I reacted to the other version of this. It said auto tune versus something. I didn't mean actual auto tune. Like I mean like there's different version of auto tune. It doesn't mean that you're always gonna sound like how she did in the auto tune interview that she did. Auto tune can mean like echoing or something else like that. Something that enhances the sound after the artist is done, with that verse. So it's not necessarily just sounding like T-Pain, if you know who T-Pain is, but yeah, there's different types of auto tune.
One thing I've been struggling with the most with people is to understand if they mean what they say. Because most of the time when you ask people if they're okay, they say yes. When you know something sad have just happened to them, in many occasions they will continue to say yes, that they're fine. And people are just fine all the time. But many of us are never fine. But no, take me home where I belong. I got no other place to go. No, take me home where I belong. I got no other place to go. But no, take me home where I belong. I can't take it anymore.
This?
Now you've been running so far that you got lost, and you've been dancing in the rain for so long that the world just continued without you, and you're kind of stuck. I always say, for some reason, that being a human is an extreme sport, and I think when I was 11, that was the first time that I really understood that to be a fact. The world seems to listen to whoever shouts the loudest, and people who really need help seems to only manage to say it so quiet that maybe only the dogs can hear it, like those invisible sounds that humans can't even hear. But I kept running.
Like after listening to her, that's why I've been talking that much. After listening to her, she could tell like how smart she was at a young age too as well. Like that's how I feel about myself as well. Like I feel like I've been mature since I was younger because I had to grow up early, you know. And it's nice seeing somebody else like with the same mindset. Like you could tell, like she had it. She didn't have it all together, you know. Obviously, nobody does. You know, we're all human, but she knew what life revolved around. I'll put it like that.
For a soft place to fall, and I kept running for a soft place to fall, and I kept running for a soft place to fall, and I kept running for a soft place to fall. The bridge in the song is definitely when you've gone too far and you just fall to the ground because you're so tired. And a soft place to fall. I remember when I was a child, I just thought of my mother's arms. But the softest place I could ever fall was just in my mother's arms. No, take me home, home where I belong. No, 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 take me home, home where I belong. Oh, no, 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 take me home, home where I belong. No. No, no, take me home, home where I belong. I can't take it anymore. The best thing about Runaway is definitely that throughout my life it has meant a different thing to me almost every time I sing it. And that's why I feel like Runaway was a gift from little Aurora to old Aurora. The next time I get in the same position as I was when I wrote Runaway, I know that I have already put those emotions into words. And maybe this time I can just relax a bit and listen to the song. Even though I can't really listen to the song because I hate listening to my own music. I think Billie Eilish said that Runaway really inspired her to do music herself. And I think that's amazing because then Runaway has served the purpose music should serve. I don't like when people say that, yeah, Runaway made her make music, so it's the song that did everything. Because it did nothing compared to, like, she and her brother, they have done everything. It's just a tiny seed. And
That's facts.
they are the flower.
That's facts. Yeah, that was nice watching though. I like to see the meaning behind it and all that, and how it all makes sense. Sometimes whenever you hear people talk about like the lyrics in their songs, you can just tell they're saying something just to say it, you know, in that time. But that actually makes sense. That actually makes sense. Yeah, let me know what y'all thought about that one in the comments though, and yeah, if you can't tell, I'm feeling a little bit better. So I've been feeling a little bit better since like yesterday. I was still feeling like crap the day before that, but you know, you could barely tell. But yeah, other than that, that's your boy Ray, and I'm out for the day. Peace.